Yes, today I'm explaining about CorelDRAW. Yeah, CorelDRAW 7 we are using, right? Yes, the CorelDRAW actually it is a vector-based program, right? So CorelDRAW is also vector-based program like your Adobe Illustrator, right? Adobe Illustrator also vector-based program. Um, I explained about vector and raster based programs, right? So for example, if you take Photoshop, Photoshop is a raster based program. If you zoom that images in Photoshop or otherwise do anything in Photoshop, and if you zoom that, so it pixelates. The reason is Photoshop can depends purely on the resolution, right? That is resolution dependent. But Adobe Illustrator and CorelDRAW, it's a vector based programs. So vector based programs means what? If you draw anything in particular softwares, suppose today's our software is CorelDRAW. In CorelDRAW, if you draw anything and you can zoom it more than that size, even though we get the same quality of the clarity we get, right? So that is the reason we use this software for making banners and hoardings, right? So in vector based program, generally we have some tools and some interfaces, and a page setup information is there, so we follow them one by one, right? If you open this CorelDRAW, right, so here it's a get started information is there, and there is a new document, right? So here it is showing what starts a new blank document with a default application settings, right? And here we have a new from templates. So here new from templates means if you observe this area here, opens the new from template dialog box, which gives you access to create layouts designed by professional artist, right? Start a new document based on one of these layouts, or simply use them as a source of inspiration for your designs. So templates means what here? Your ready-made information. So ready-made setup, file setup is there, so directly you can open them and you can use in your designs. So if you have any open recent files are there already, CorelDRAW recent files, you can open here. Open others. So here open others means what? So if you click on that, if you want to open any applications, right, like other new scenes or otherwise any program, from any program you can open from here, but at time being we are not using this, right? So I'm taking here a new document, so click on this new document. Yes, see here, this is new document information is displaying, right? Here the name is untitled, so you can give any name like example, a file I'm giving, the name is example file. Here we have preset destination, right? The preset destination we have default CMYK, default RGB, CorelDRAW default, web and custom. So these are the preset destinations, so you can use any one of these. Suppose in a default mode, click on this, the page in default, how you get the same thing will display. And for CMYK generally we use for a printing purpose, right? And default RGB for a web usage, right? And for the web also there are different the sizes are there, so here they're displaying. So for time being here I'm using a default CMYK. When you click on that preset information, the below that there is a size, right? Here see in size again we have different templates, sizes are available, so it is showing a letter in default. If you choose here, suppose it is if you choose here, it is showing uh, it is showing here different templates. Here I am taking A4 size, right? Here I am taking A4 size, and see, after that, below that, the width and height is there, right? And default it is showing again millimeters, and you can observe here inches are there, picas, points, right? Pixels, scissors and detours, and feet, yards, miles, centimeters, meters, kilometers. So these are the things. Means what? In kilometers, meters, and the odds also you can design in CorelDRAW. So that is the reason mostly all the printers and designers they use CorelDRAW program for their in designing field, right? So if you choose anything, right? If you choose anything, any design in CorelDRAW, right? Suppose here we are taking inches instead of millimeters. So A4 size, here it is showing width 8.268 by 11.698, right? And here size orientations, like the same thing in Illustrator, we said it is orientation, but here they are showing a landscape and portrait. Here I am taking portrait only. And the number of pages, CorelDRAW can create many pages, unlimited pages, but time being I am using only one page, right? Here primary color mode I am giving CMYK and RGB. Already I choose this CMYK, right? And rendering resolution is 300. The maximum resolution it is showing 300, and minimum is 72, right? For web usage we give less resolution, and here we are giving 300 resolution, right? Yes. Then here preview mode. So preview modes means what? How you want to see your design, in a simple wireframe or draft, normal or enhanced, right? So keep these settings as it is. In the coming classes I'll explain about the preview mode more clearly. So here the information, this also keep this as it is, right? Yes, now you can say okay. See here, if you observe here, your A4 size page is displaying here. Suppose see here it is showing A4 size, right? The same settings here it is showing, right? Now let us check here about the interface. Here it is your interface, right? Here I'll show you something here. Suppose see your interface in CorelDRAW interface. Suppose this is your interface. The same thing here I'm showing you. The same thing here I'm showing you, right? See the left sides, these are toolbox. Tools are displaying here. The continuously the tools here are displaying. See here the one by one. So contains tools for creating and modifying objects in drawing. So to draw anything, the tools are very important, right? So that is the reason they're displaying all the tools. And here this is a title bar. See here the CorelDRAW here itself it is showing, it is a title bar. After title bar displays the title of the open document, right? And here the menu bar. After that menu bar is showing. So menus, the area containing pull down options and commands, right? Here file, edit, view, layout, object, effects, bitmaps, text, table, tools, window, help. So these are the menu bars here I am showing, right? And after that menu bar here it is showing what? Standard toolbar. Just below that, below the menu bar, standard toolbar, right? So if you observe here, this is a standard toolbar. After this menu bar, standard toolbar. Just you can right click on that, you will see all these things. Suppose menu bar and standard bar and status bar and property bar, all these things. See, by seeing this diagram more clearly you'll understand, right? In the standard toolbar, a detachable bar that contains shortcuts to menu and other commands such as opening, saving and printing. So this is a detachable. Suppose see, you can right click on that and yeah, you can off this, so automatically you are not seeing that standard bar. Suppose you can click on this and again you are seeing that, so that means what, you can switch on, switch off that, right? And after that the property bar is there, a detachable bar with commands that relate to the active tool or object, right? So particularly this property bar, when you use any tool, suppose here you are using this tool, see that particular about that tool, that property bar is giving some information, right, about that tool. So it is property tool. Then here, if you observe here, the right side here, the information is there. So this is called what? A dockers, a window containing available commands and settings relevant to a specific tool or task. Suppose here, so the hints, yeah, it shows you, yeah, that about the tools. So it gives you some information to relevant to specific tool or task. And the beside that we have color palette. So a dockable bar that contains color swatches here in this. So if you observe here, see color palette is there. So you can move this palette and you can operate your required colors, right? Yes. Then this is the drawing mode. Suppose after that, this is what your drawing mode and drawing window, the area bordered by the scroll bars and application controls. It includes the drawing page and the surrounding area. See, this is a drawing window. So suppose this is your drawing window. On that you draw whatever you want, right? Yes. Then after that, say drawing page. See, this is a drawing window and this is a drawing page, the rectangular area. Inside the drawing window, it is the printable area of your work area. So don't forget here, suppose this is, here I am filling color and then you will understand. See, this is your page, actually your page, and this is your drawing or information, right? And this is your drawing window. Sometimes you draw on window also, later you can include into your page, right? So suppose this is your page, drawing page, and this is your drawing window, right? The drawing page and drawing window. And next here, a document palette. It is a document palette, a dockable bar that contains color swatches for the current documents, right? So current documents colors here they can display. Suppose here the first we use red color, so it is already recorded in your palette. Suppose here I am using again the blue for this circle, right? Here your recent colors, how many colors, how many times you use, those many times it can record here, right? That is document palette. And beside that we have document navigator, an area that contains controls for moving between pages and adding pages, right? Here see here. So you can add many pages, right? About pages and all I'll explain in the coming lessons. So this is adding pages and removing pages option is there. So that is document navigator, right? And here this is a status bar showing here. Status bar contains information about object properties such as type, size, color, fill and resolution. The status bar also shows the current mouse position. The status bar contains information about object properties, right? So suppose here, see, this is here showing what your object information, and here suppose I'll draw one more thing here. Yeah, see here I'm filling with some other color. Yes, orange or yellow I'm giving. So it has some document information, right? And it is a status bar actually, that about information it stores, properties such as type and size, right? And here it is a navigation button. So navigator button that opens a smaller display to help you move around a drawing. So this is navigator, right? This is navigator. So you can move this, right? Yes. So this is about interface. And suppose after this, if you observe the areas, suppose here there are Corel barcode wizard, Corel Draw, Corel Paint and Corel Capture, Corel Connector also there. Actually these are what some other products from Corel Draw. For Adobe Photoshop, Adobe for Adobe family we have Photoshop. Same like Photoshop, Corel Corporation has, it is Corel Paint, which is image editing software. At present we are using only this Corel Draw only, not this. Instead of this, if you want to edit any of your images, we use Photoshop, not Corel Paint. It's not included in our curriculum. So Corel Draw only we are using. And Corel Capture is for scanning. If you capture anything by using this we capture, right? And Corel Connector. So any required photographs, suppose online, if you connect with online, any reference images, reference cliparts, if you want to get from Corel family, you connect here and get that information, right? So this is about simple interface, right? And here if you observe here, suppose in window here workspaces are there. So it is showing light, classic, default, advanced, in advanced again illustration and page layout, and suppose other. So you can create, suppose it is showing in default classic. If you click on this light, so see it is showing in light, right? So if you want to change from light to a default, see now I'm switching to the default, so it is changing. So because it's not showing any difference, because we didn't do any changes to that. And advanced, it is showing illustration. So illustration is what? For illustration purpose. If you want to draw or create anything in illustration for artist, the colors are color palettes and color swatches are displaying here, and you are getting more space here, right? So depends on your requirement, you can choose this, right? And suppose this is a page layout. For the page layout, generally for designers they use a page layout. In the page layout mode, the things are displaying here, right? And now, yeah, others, suppose it is look like Adobe Illustrator. Suppose you have a good experience with the Adobe Illustrator, recently used Adobe Illustrator program, and suddenly you are coming into a CorelDRAW. So definitely uh, you will surprise to by seeing this environment and all, because it is completely changing, different with the Adobe Illustrator. So if you if you use this Illustrator kind of workspace here, Illustrator workspace here, see, it look like Illustrator program. In Illustrator also your tools and your options available, the properties in object properties, like. So sometimes you can change your workspaces, otherwise you can create a new workspace. Suppose this is your new workspace, give the name and you can save it also. So these are maintaining workspaces. And suppose any unwanted workspaces you already created and now you want to delete them, by pressing delete you can delete that workspace, or otherwise you want to import that workspace, you can import, and the same time if you want to export you can export. Okay, so mostly we don't use these things generally in default. Suppose here you click on this classic mode, right? Yes, in classic mode. Now here if you observe here, see there is a menu bar. In menu bar we have file. In file again, like other softwares, we have new from template, open, recent, or close, save as template. Okay, so this is equine image for tracing, I mean scanning purpose. You can use these settings. And import, export for Office, a web. So for web also we can export, and send to the Bluetooth device. So for the shortcut, these are fax recipient. And for print, so for printing purpose, if you want to take this page into printing, or print image. Okay, I'll explain all these things. And print preview mode also available, and collect for Outlook, and publish to PDF. These are from a file, right? And here in edit we see all these things. Generally in edit, what? Copy, cut, paste, paste as, paste in place, delete, are here showing what symbols, and duplicating, clones, copy properties from another file to another file, step and repeat, overprint outlines. So insert QR codes also you can include, or otherwise insert barcodes also. Okay, so validate barcodes. So these are we use in the coming lessons, right? And here from view, your about your page information and the page setups information we observe here. The simple wireframe and wireframe here, and the draft. Suppose see, here I'm using simple wireframe. So here what you are, it is creating what, instead of the filled information or filled textures information, it is showing only in wireframe, because we choose this wireframe, right? And suppose in enhanced, again we are coming to enhanced, means actual view, and here again it is wireframe, and here it is draft. See, if you use this draft again, as a draft it is creating, and it is into normal, right? A normal, and here it is enhanced. And suppose pixels we are using, so if you observe this, it is pixelating, even though it is a vector lines, because we choose in pixel mode, so it is pixelating. So you can keep this in enhanced mode, right? Yeah, see now, because CorelDRAW is vector based program, it is vectorizing everything, your outlines, whatever you draw, right? So that is the reason this is very helpful creating logos, vector shapes and patterns, right? So all the things, yes. And again here the proof colors are there, rasterize complex effects, full screen preview, and page sorter view. So these things are there, right? So I'll explain all these things more clearly in coming lessons. Yeah, and rollers, suppose rollers, and guidelines already here displaying, right? And here the page border, bleed and printable area. So I'll explain about all these things when you when we start about a layout and a real-time design. That time I'll explain more clearly about this bleed and printable areas, right? And here the snap to objects, page, guidelines and baseline grid. Snap to object, generally we use this because whatever you drag and uh, drop, or otherwise you drag that object, it should snap to objects only, right? And alignment and guidelines and dynamic guides and setups. So this, and in layout, again in the layout menu, it's showing what about page and page information. It is showing here insert page, right, and duplicate page and rename page, and here it is insert page number, and here it is showing page numbers and all page number settings. So about all information about pages we get from here, from layout. And here arrangements, in the arrangements menu, see the transformations means position and object position and rotation and scale and size, skew and clear transformation. Any transformation if you don't want, you can clear this. And here it is align and distribute. So about alignments, so after selecting 2-3 objects, if you choose these alignments accordingly, you change your alignments. That I'll explain. And these are order. So order means what? You can place over on that back to the page in front of layer. That I'll explain. And here we are combining objects, and here break apart, group, ungroup, lock, unlock, okay. And this is shaking. The shaking here, it is what shaping. We are giving the a shape. The shape means what? By adding and merging 2-3 shapes, you will get different shapes available. So by choosing 2 shapes, and you can merge, weld, trim, intersect, the simplify and front minus, back minus, boundary. So these things we do that. And convert to curves. So I'll explain about this. And convert to outline to object, and join curves, right? And object properties and object manager is already displaying right in the right side. And here effects. In CorelDRAW we have all effects are there, right? So see, observe here, these are all the adjustable effects. Contrast enhancement is there, and here the transform information in what colors, and here corrections are there, and here artistic media, blend, contour, envelope, extrude, bevel, and power clips. This is power clip is nothing but it look like masking in CorelDRAW. So generally the same masking effect we used in Photoshop and Illustrator. The same masking effect we get in CorelDRAW, but the name is changed here. That is called power clip options, right? And the rollovers, so for the buttons, creating web buttons and all. So we see all these things, right? And here the bitmaps. Yes, you can arrange, you can export here into program, and you can control your bitmaps like your images, right? Any image, your photographs, get into CorelDRAW, and here you convert this into bitmaps, or otherwise same bitmaps you can apply into different modes. Suppose here the black and white mode is there, grayscale mode, duotone, RGB, like look like Photoshop, right? The Photoshop, how we control the modes, the same way in CorelDRAW also we are controlling in bitmap menu bar, right? Here auto influent bitmap. So about this bitmap information and bitmap controls we are getting here. And here this is after changing your vector into bitmap, or otherwise you drag and drop into CorelDRAW your all the bitmaps and apply all effects on bitmaps. Suppose see, here these are all effects, right? These effects can work on your bitmaps images, because this is not bitmap, this is a vector. So that is the reason we are not able to apply to vectors. So when you use your photographs, these effects can usable. And text, here text information. So like Photoshop and Illustrator, we use text and text related things. The same way here you can use your text options, right? Columns and bullets, drop caps, font play. So these I'll explain one by one about all this. And here tables, to create tables, right? And operate tables and manage tables and merge cells. By using these tables you can create certificates, mark sheets, whatever, all the things we can manipulate. And this is tools. About about tools, you can control your actual a tool. Suppose in options we get here about your options, and within that again some information is available. You can change anytime if you want, right? For time being you cancel this, right? That is into tools. And here it is a window. In window again, see, actually in window only we are managing all the dockers. So here in this new window is there, close window, close all, right? In cascade, tile horizontally. So horizontally you can display your all your pages, or vertically, right? And here a workspace. So default we are using a classic, and here this is about color palettes. And here it is dockers. Dockers are nothing but what? Suppose your dockers are really, suppose if you compare with Photoshop. In Photoshop generally when you open this side, the right side, so you can display all the panels, layer panels, and color swatches panels are available. In the same way in CorelDRAW also the dockers are available. Dockers are like panels in Photoshop or Illustrator. Here we are using a dockers. In dockers, object properties, object manager is there here. If you observe here, object properties and object manager already displayed here, right? And the step and repeat, that also available here. So all open, the tick mark showing what? All are showing. And hints also available. So that is hints, right? So whatever you want, just you can click on this particular docker, so it can display on screen, right? Yes. This is all about CorelDRAW, the information and workspace, the workspace information, right? About dockers and about workspace, different workspaces, how to use different workspaces, right? So in the next class I'll explain about tools one by one. We observe, we practice, okay? So all the tools. So for time being you can you also see and operate all this, right? So in the next class we'll start tools. Okay, thank you.